Hi guys! So today we're gonna do another one, part 3 I think we're at, of all the things that I made for myself. I'm gonna do all my drawers, like my drawers underneath my bed, and then I'm gonna do the dresser drawers that this is on top of. Yeah, so I think it's just like pants and like shirts mostly. Just keep watching if you want to see all the things that I made. Still, part 3. Okay, so I think we'll start with like my bell bottoms, because I've made like a few of those, and then we'll go into the tops and the skirts and then the shorts. Um, this is not like everything. I'm not gonna like put like I'm not gonna add like alteration things really. I'm gonna try to keep it to like items that I like fully made from scratch, or like items that I made that was like something else and I turned it into this like new thing, you know? Okay, so let's begin. And of course, I'm gonna try it on and show you after, just because like it's kind of hard to see like this, anyways. But yeah, so these were just like leggings, I think, or maybe yeah, this was leggings, and the other part was bodysuit. You don't know what I'm talking about. These were a pair of leggings, and these are also like super simple, but I turned them into bell bottoms. So you'll see when I try them on. But all I did was like, which I kind of have to fix these because they're kind of old and they're falling apart. But all I did was make like a triangle at the bottom and just inserted like this fun little fabric. That was like a super quick and easy one to do. And these are my patchwork bell bottoms that I made from scratch. I made these out of just all scrap fabric that I had. They're literally the most comfortable things that I own. Yeah, this was like from a pair of old bell bottoms that I ended up making the waistband, and just all a bunch of like fun little fabrics that I've had laying around. And these ones are one of my favorites too. I made these from my I thought this was Tunnel Vision originally, this brand, but it's Bad Vibes, but I think they've sold it on their website in the past, or like it's her friend or something. I don't know. I got these like in like high school. They were like my favorite shorts ever, but I don't know why, like, there was like a time in life where we were just wearing like the shortest, tiniest little teeny shorts ever. And I don't know how, like, I can't be walking around my ass out. But I love these shorts because like the material is so nice. It's like a pink velvet. Has like a little purple in there and it's like crushed. Yeah. So I made them into patchwork pants. And they have like this little like slit on the side, on the inner side. Because I actually made them too tight when I did make them. These were one of my first like patchwork type of deal. So I didn't really know what I was doing. But then I just did that to open it up. And it worked out well. Because this fabric has no stretch, like where I put it on my calf. So yeah, this is like a scrap from like that 70s like dress that I have. And yeah, these are basically all just like scraps. This is a scrap. This from like I have this like 60s jumpsuit, but I don't have it anymore. I cut it up and made it into some like I just used it for fabric basically. And these two guys are like the same, but they're not. So it's the same fabric. They're just plain bell bottoms. Literally nothing crazy. So this is just like one pair, and I bought enough fabric to make another of it on the other side because the fabric is like reversible. But I didn't want to make like I didn't know how to make reversible bell bottoms, and I thought it might be kind of too thick. So I just made two, you know? So you see like the inside is literally that fabric. And these are some of my favorite pairs of pants. I wear both of those like all the time, like to raves and stuff. The only thing about this fabric is like this foil print kind of like fades quick-ish, I guess. Like over time it will fade. So let's go into the tops now. That's all the pants that I've made. So we'll just start with this little baby tee that I made. So this I did like think it was like a large black shirt, and I turned into baby tea first, and then I bleached it, and then did reverse tie-dye. I just wait for the bleach to bleach, and then I dyed it green, and then I wrote that because duh, and then I put the logo on the back. And I did that with the Cricut. I did do red stitching, but it's kind of hard to see. But this is one of my favorite shirts. I made my boyfriend Joey one too. So we have matching shirts, but obviously his is like a man's shirt, not a little baby she. So then here's this guy. This is my artwork on here. My friend gave me this shirt. This is one of the items that my friend gave me. I don't know if you guys remember in my other video I was talking about the neon pants that I altered in the last video. You should go watch it. But he also gave me this shirt. This was one of the items that I loved so much, and he remembered that I loved it so much from back in the day, and he wasn't wearing it anymore, so he gave it me. But I just turned it into a crop top, and then I added my art on there with that same fabric. So you think oh my god, the other great thing about making your clothes is because everything matches. Like, you have all this fabric that you can just use for different things, and like everything you own will just like be cohesive, you know? And yeah, this is like a painting that I did. I don't have the original anymore, but I actually have prints available of this painting. I'll put like the little link down below if you want to get a print of it. And that's just done with sublimation. And then we have this spooky little t-shirt. This I made completely from scratch, like just from fabrics. I just had like a black like cotton jersey fabric. This was like some velvet scrap fabric, and then down here we had some satin fabric. And this is from like a tote bag that I found at Marshall's around Halloween time, obviously. They're spooky gnomes. And then at the sleeves I just added like this ribbon, star ribbon that I like. And that shirt is literally so comfy, like it feels so good on the body. Okay, so this like goes with a skirt, which I'll just show since like here. It looks like nothing, but it is a top, okay? It does it. Yeah, super easy to make. It's literally just a little triangle bandana looking top with like this knit thing that's like from the bottom of a sweater. Like, you know, like the ribbed thing at the bottom of like crew necks. And it goes with this skirt that I made too. And that was originally like a weird, like off the shoulder, like long sleeve, like type of dress. Yeah, I don't know. The like original dress was not like flattering. But my friend actually found it in a thrift store, and she was like, wow, this fabric is so you. So she got it for me. And I turned it into a little mini skirt with cinches on the side with a matching top. I wore that to Kid Cudi actually when I saw him. I totally forgot that I had this shirt. I just like looked in the drawer. I don't know why I forgot, because I look at it like almost every time I go in that drawer. But I like didn't like remember that I have this. So I also made a matching skirt with this, but I just wasn't going to show it off. I don't know why. Maybe I will when I try it on. But this is out of sweatpants. These were like, this material was sweatpants. So the skirt that I made too was from the sweats. And this was like the leftover leg that I just like made into a halter top. And yeah, just added some ribbon. And that's it. Okay, so this one was quite a story. I posted a short and like a reel about this. It was like a vintage 1994, right? Was it? Yeah. Crew neck. It was like my favorite sweater. Like I love like the design of this, just like the colors and everything. So cool. But I don't really like winter clothes. Like I'm not really like a hoodie crew neck type of girl. I like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, winter clothes are just not for me. But yeah, I turned this into like a really ugly shirt, and then like I took it apart and just sewed it back together. That's why you see like there's all these like stitching everywhere. But I actually think it looks pretty cool. Like I actually like it a lot. And it's just a little tube top. Oh my god. Freaking phone's falling. So here's another one, super easy. This was a scarf someone at my old job gave me. It's like a Picasso scarf. And I looked up this pattern. This is like a very expensive, like, I don't know, I guess scarf or material or just whatever. But yeah, I turned it into a halter top and I used like this shoelace from the Timberlands to, you know, neck, whatever it's called, attach it to. Yeah, and I hand sewed this one actually. This is like super old. I don't get to wear this as much. I need to wear it. Here's my SpongeBob shirt. I'm not going to talk too much about this one just because like I have a short of this, but this is from, well, here I am talking about it. This is from a pair of pants that I had that I turned into shorts. This is like the scrap fabric from it. And then this little SpongeBob, this shirt was like from Limited 2, like way back when. And I was looking through like my old stuff to like find like a toy or something. I was like making some shit, and I ended up in like the American Girl doll like bedroom set, and I found that like I was making the dolls clothes back then, I guess, and I found like their little clothes that I tried to make, and this shirt was like, it was like a pair of tie-dye pants for the doll. And when I turned it inside out, this was in the other side. And I was like, wow, like that's so good. Like, why did I do that? But I'm glad I did because I saved it. And that means I still have the shirt. So I turned him into a little top. And it's just like corset on the back. This was like the leftover. So you can kind of like tell, like these were the legs. And like this was like the underneath part. As you can like see, there's like a little triangle here. Because that's where like the crotch was on the doll. But yeah, this guy, this was a pillowcase, but I don't need pillows like this, so turn it into a shirt. Seems a lot more useful, and it's just a little halter top. It's very cute. This is just a little tube top halter scrunchy situation. This will be a lot better when I show you in the try on. I just like used some skull fabric that I had gotten, I guess from Joann's or something. I don't know where I got this fabric, but I used that and like some scrap satin and just made a little top. And here's like the first shirt I ever made, like when I went to FIT, like pre-college courses where I learned how to like sew. This is one of the first things. Look at it. So hardcore. You can tell like it was like the Tumblr like era, because like this is so of a time. Like old school UNIF, like this is what I was going for. Yeah, so I literally made the whole entire shirt. It was a t-shirt at one point, but I cut the sleeves off just because, I don't know, the sleeves are kind of weird. It was my first shirt that I made, okay? It was not the best. And I think I cut the bottom off too. But yeah, look how cool this is. We had like, learned how to like embroider, so embroidered this whole entire like skull hand. Of course I picked like the most complicated thing to do. But I had to because it was like UNIF and I could not afford UNIF. So had to make it. And here's like a little top. I was selling these for a while. They're just like little corset boob tube type of things. Just patchwork, all out of like scrap fabric with the grommets down the middle. You can wear this like this way or the other way. I like to wear it this way though. Oh, and here is a little halter top that I made, a little patchwork halter top that I made. Out of like all my Halloween like Jack the Skeleton fabric that I got from Walmart. Walmart sometimes has like a wild collection. But this is my favorite part. The buttons in the back, because they're all mismatched. Just have like a whole thing of like buttons that I've just like accumulated over the years, just from like when clothes give you the extra button. And I think some probably like my grandma's from like her sewing kit. But yeah, I did the matching skirt too, which let me just show you that now because it matches. But yeah, I actually really like this shirt, like with the little chain detail too. And yeah, here is the matching skirt. She's so cute. You see, and she's got like the buttons here too. And then there's some more buttons down there with like the mesh overlay. Yeah, so this is just also scrap fabric. More scrap fabric. Most of my fabric is from like old clothes. Like I feel like I rarely ever buy new fabric unless like I have something that I know like I'm going into the store with like an intention that I'm like I'm going to make this thing and I need this type of stuff. But usually most of the time I'm just using whatever I have just because fabric be expensive. That shit is money. No, really, like it like actually is really expensive sometimes. And I'd rather just like make stuff from like stuff that I have and like recycle because I feel like you get more creative like that way anyways because you're like, oh, this is what I have, let me try to make something cool out of what I already have, you know, rather than just going to the store. You're like, oh, everything's here for me already. Like I feel like you don't really like, you know, I don't know, I just feel like the ideas are already there for you in the store when like you try to make something with like limited amount of stuff. Your creativity like flows more. Do you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Anyways, here's just a little tank top that I made out of like some skull fabric. Yeah, with little ribbons in the front. This is a very cute top. Here's what I was talking about before with the bell bottoms. How it came with a matching bodysuit. These were like my boss's Halloween costume. And she was like, well, I'm not going to wear this ever again, so here, do you want it? I was like, sure. She was dressed up as like, I think an alien or like a disco person. I don't know. I don't remember what the theme was for or that year, but she gave me the bodysuit, and as you can see, this was like the bottom. So like this was like the underwear part. And this was so like simple to make. All you had to do is cut the bottom of the crotch out and like a little bit of the back of the crotch and turn it around. It's literally a tank top. And I just added that same fabric just to like match the bell bottoms, even though I never wear them together. I wore them once together, I think at like an Eric Prydz show. And that was it. But yeah. So if you have an old bodysuit that you don't want to wear as a bodysuit, that's the thing too. Like I hate wearing bodysuits because like it's annoying to use the bathroom. So I just like, if I like the bodysuit, I'll turn into a tank top, and you can make another tank top with the bottom of the bodysuit. It's like 2 garments for the price of 1. Okay. So this I found thrifting somewhere. I don't really know what it is. I think it was like a kid's like little like skirt wrap thingy. But I made it into a top because this fabric is freaking awesome. Like, are you kidding? It's like a dream. And then the back's my favorite part. Sometimes I wear it to the side because I don't really like that seam going down the middle. But either way, how freaking cool. It's like this rope. I think this was from like a toy or something. Or I think it might have literally been from like a kid's jump rope. And I don't know, I found it somewhere. I don't even know where this thing came from actually, but it just looks cool. And that's like the tie-up thing. I just added the grommets. Yeah. I need to wear this shirt more. Like, I just need to. So that's all the tops. Let's go to the rest of the skirts and the shorts. So once again, we're going back to when I first started to sew. This was the first skirt I ever made too. As well, like with that skeleton shirt that I showed before, this skirt was like one of the first two. It was a circle skirt originally, but after a while I've gotten bored of that because I literally had this since the end of middle school. So that's like, I mean, this is well over like 10 years since I was in middle school. So obviously I got bored, but I love this fabric. It's so nice. This is like fabric from Mood too, so you know it's that good shit. So I ended up making it into like a little pleated skirt at the bottom. I don't really remember how I did this. I think I just cut the bottom off and then just re-sewed it on like higher, so it was like more like pleated. But yeah, I like it a lot better and I wear it a lot more. And I don't know, I'm just like really not into circle skirts, you know what I mean? And this is just the bottom of that t-shirt. This was like the sweatpant part, the jogger part. So yeah, now it's a skirt with pockets. Everyone's favorite. Oh my god, it has a back pocket too. Why am I just discovering this? This is just a little hand-painted item. My friend gave me this skirt because I was helping her clean her closet. And she was like, if you like anything, you could just take it. So I came home with this little guy. I think it's a Rave for Real skirt. Yeah, I think it was like her mom's. So it's like true vintage. Well, obviously you know by the tag. But yeah, I just painted like mushrooms on it. This was for sale at one point, but I was like, actually, I'm going to take that down because I want to keep it. And it's one of my favorite skirts. Like, I wear it all the time. And then here's that same pink fabric. Here she is again. So this is just a little skirt that I made out of scrap fabric. This like sparkly fabric going down the middle. This is from a limited to dress that I bought on eBay. It was like a maxi dress, but I can't really wear like a long black velvet maxi dress. It's just not for me. So I made it into a mini one and used the rest of the fabric to make a skirt. And this is one of my favorite pieces I ever made. The like eye is a little wonky. I kind of need to go over that with like thread, but yeah, I just made the eye out of like scrap fabric too. Oh, and I just remembered, since this reminded me, I have another shirt that I made. This guy. This was like a child's bodysuit, like a child's dance, like romper type of thing. And I just like cut the top half off. Originally I made it too short because I was trying to use the shorts as like little tiny shorts for like raves and shit. But I don't really need those anymore. So I added the bottom of the shorts back to here so it's like a longer shirt so I can like get more wear out of this. And yeah. Is that it? Are we done? Oh no, I just gotta do the shorts. There's only 3 shorts, so hang on there. These were pants, and I just painted them. They were like some legging pant things that I did a trade with this girl on Depop. Yeah, I don't know. I just did a trade with her on Depop for like some things. She like wanted something, and I was like, sure, I'll do a trade. And I saw potential in these. I saw the potential. I just really liked the side part. But yes, so I painted this part gray in like a metallic gray, and then just did the pinstripe down here, and added this little like bat ribbon on the side. So yeah, super cute. These, Joey, he fell and ruined his Joey Mars t-shirt. So I took whatever was like left over that I could salvage and turned it into a pair of shorts for myself. Yeah. And obviously he rebought the other shirt. Like, I didn't just steal his clothes. But, yeah, look how cute these are. I made these from a t-shirt. Then we have these guys that I made out of like satin fabric. And I sublimated all the devil Hello Kitties all over it. And I even did a zipper back. So professional. I just have these little shorts. They're like little like mesh shorts that I made out of this unicorn fabric. And I made a matching halter top too. But it's just that as a halter top. It's like nothing really that exciting. And yeah, that's all of the things that I made in my drawers. I hope you guys liked this. I hope you guys are liking this little series. I love like all the clothes that I made because I don't know, there's just like actual like little stories behind them. It's not just like here's this clothes. But I hope this inspires you to like make things and like know that like you don't need to like buy a bunch of new shit. Like you literally can just make stuff out of your old stuff. Um, or like just go to the thrift store and like look at something that might be ugly then, but if you can think of something else, you can make it cute, you know? I think in the next one we'll do all the accessories I made and that would be it. Yeah. Just do like the leg warmers and like arm warmers and like hats and yeah, bags. Just all like jewelry. And then this series will be ending until I make more stuff because that keeps happening. It's never gonna stop. See you guys next week. By the way, I have 20/15 vision now. I see everything on my own so well without glasses or contacts.